They're exactly the same company. At 63, I sometimes think to myself, I can't believe how much I still need to learn. But I realized that if I look at my career, and everyone has their own story, I've really focused on you know, fixing companies that were broken, restructuring them, and then growth companies. But if you look at those, you think those are on the opposite end of the spectrum. These companies are really in trouble, and these companies are doing really well, and they're growing, right? The reality is that's not true. They're exactly the same company. When you go into a restructuring, you need to go back in the history and figure out why this has happened, and talk to everybody. You also need to figure out how to get rid of 60% of the people on your exec team, which is the statistic. When you look at a growth company, you need to go back and figure out who they are, and then you'll get rid of 60% of the people, because the only reason you're there is because they can't figure out how to double again,
Yeah.
right? We're trying to figure out how to manage that growth. And if the people that were there were doing it, they'd be in a steady state growth, and they wouldn't need someone to come in and do the change. So for me, I'm addicted to the change. And I think the reason is not that I'm the smartest in the world, but that I have a skill. Now, maybe that comes from having a violently, um, driven alcoholic stepfather. Maybe it is because I had 8 brothers and sisters. Maybe it's because I transitioned every week from different households. I feel very comfortable looking at volatility and change and trying to find the pattern that can calm me down enough to help people.